Everyone, welcome to the DNA Ancient Wisdom Masterclass series. So let me hit record. So welcome to day one of the DNA Ancient Wisdom Masterclass series. My name is Amy Robeson. I'm an Akashic Record Master Teacher, a DNA restructurist, and we're going to talk about all sorts of different things about DNA, about how to prepare yourself. And then we're also going to talk about DNA activations, and then we will do a healing today, tomorrow, and Friday. They're healings that will prepare you to get your DNA activated and restructured if that's something that you would like to do. This is going to be a fun series. If you're just hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, do #replay. Also, let me know if you're new to this or if this is a repeat for you, because I will do this series once or twice a year. And I'm really excited about it because I think activating your DNA, understanding how DNA is activated is a crucial part of our awakening process. And I'm really excited that you are here and that you're taking time to heal yourself, to make space for yourself to heal as well. So welcome. I'm new here, Arkansas, Florida. Hello, taken this series before. Hi, Ellie. New to this one. Yay. This is all new to me. Welcome, Ashley. Welcome from Phoenix, Houston. New to this series. Keisha, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank you for providing another free class. You're welcome, my dear. Welcome. We're going to do some fun healings today. Haven't done this one, completed the Akashic Record course. Oh, great. New to this series, so very grateful for all that Amy and her team is doing from Chicago. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you. I'm also in your Sacred Awakening. Is okay doing this well? Yes, absolutely. Anytime I'm offering something from another, if you're in another course of mine and I'm offering something else, nothing's going to interfere, because I'm very mindful of how something will complement or something will distort something. And so, no, you're good. Welcome here. I'm excited you're here. So let's jump in, because we're going to cover a lot. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching us on Facebook or your YouTube or on Zoom, I'm excited. We will have replays available for a short period of time, so make sure you sign up for the series. If you haven't signed up for the series, make sure you sign up. Kat, can you make sure you post that in the in the chat for YouTube and Facebook for me as well? Sat through this last year, Illinois. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let me pull up. I want to grab one of my things really fast. So there is, I'll grab it later. Okay, so we have 13 trillion cells in your body. Take a moment to just take that in for a second. Over 13 trillion cells. When I first started looking at DNA and things like that, that number was much smaller, and it's really incredible to see how science is evolving and what that means in terms of our understanding of how we can connect with our humanness through our spirituality to heal ourselves. And so you have 13 trillion cells in your body, trillion with a T. And majority of those cells have DNA strands in them. Those DNA strands hold ancestral gifts, ancestral trauma. I think science can go back in epigenetics like 12 generations on how we hold things. I think it goes even further back than that. So you have cells in your body that have DNA. They hold ancient trauma. And when I mean ancient, I'm talking about ancestral ancient trauma. They hold soul trauma as well. So you have ancestral and you have your soul. Your soul has experienced a lot of things, and then your ancestral lineage has experienced a lot of things, and that's all held within our DNA. And a long time ago, they thought that we had 12 strands of DNA, the rest was junk. And that's just simply not true, because what's important for us to understand is that the majority of our cells in our body hold DNA. And we activate our DNA throughout our lifetime. And we can activate our DNA through meditation, through experiences, through spiritual practices, through healing. And I'm gonna put healing in quotations, and I'm gonna make like a big bubble around it, because healing has all these segments off of it. You can have a near-death life experience that can cause healing and different perception of how you show up in your life. You can have a healing that is very traumatic, but it releases all sorts of different knowledge for you, and you heal something else because of that type of healing. You can go in and start healing things physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. When it comes to activating your DNA, it is a lifetime practice. It is a lifetime of mastery, because our human bodies are ancient. They're primal. We can't just go in and go, let's zap all of our DNA. Let's activate it all. Let's elevate our consciousness to our fullest capacity, to our fullest understanding, because our human body would not be able to handle that. It would be an electrical overload to our system. If you've ever seen someone that's their Kundalini has activated too quickly, they are fragile, they are fried. There are people that can do a lot of healings over and over and over again, a lot of activations, a lot of healings, and they're never taking time to integrate because they just want more, they want more, they want more, they want more, but their systems aren't primed and prepped to take on more. Their systems need to learn to move up and level up. And so I'm saying this with great like emphasis, that we want to do this slow and steady. Like, it's really important to do this slow and steady so we don't overload the system. And how many of you have ever experienced or saw someone experience where you can see like their system was completely overloaded, or you felt overloaded, or you felt fragile? Let me know in the comments if this has ever happened, or you've seen it, someone with this. And there's like it's almost like it depends on the person, but they can feel very, very, very fragile. They can almost seem like they're having a psychotic breakdown, or they're extremely depressed, or it's they're fractured. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because there is a way for us to do our spiritual practices. There's a way for us to take time to heal something and to heal it properly. And so we want to be mindful about the way that we go about things. And when it comes to DNA activations and restructuring, this is done in a very systematic way to not overload the system. And there's benefits to activating the DNA. And so let me just make this really clear distinction. We have several ways that we can activate our DNA. That's through meditation, that's through experiences, that's through spiritual practices. And then we can also go in and purposely activate the DNA and restructure it. Okay, so there's all of those components. So why do we want to activate the DNA is going to be the question. We activate the DNA to remember. We're here to remember who we are. We activate the DNA to also heal what's going on in the ancestral lineage, heal what's going on in the soul lineage, because that is what's streaming all in our bodies. And we decide before we come here to go, I'm going to take these genes. I'm going to take on this trauma. I'm going to remember this. Oh, and here's the entire baggage of everything my soul has ever experienced. Doop. And here's everything that the lineage for my ancestors have experienced. Doop. And then it just kind of lays like in the system, in the cells, and there's gifts as well. So there's not just trauma, but there's gifts too. And when you activate the DNA, you get access to the gifts. You get to start healing the lineages. You get to start moving forward. You get to clear up some karmic stuff. You get to bring forward your truer essence in that moment because you're not being held back from whatever it is that you just cleared. Someone said, well, this explains my life. That was just trying to heal my childhood and marriage trauma. So that's why I keep looking and doing. Perfect. Oh, wow. This makes sense. Okay. I had a migraine after my first sound bath as well. Okay. Gifts. Someone's excited about the gifts. Okay. So when our consciousness fell, because as spiritual beings, as true soul essence of who we are, our consciousness used to be able to come in and out of different levels of consciousness. And we were like, ooh, it'd be cool to have an embodied experience. Let's go be human. Because there's this embodiment part, there's this tangibility, there's this physicality of it. There's emotions that get to be a part of this experience. And when our consciousness fell, when darker forces came in, they placed these seals upon the earth grid and upon our human grid as well. And these seals prevent, to some degree, you remembering, you connecting fully to your wholeness, you connecting fully to your unconditional love, you connecting to your full ability to lucid dream, to astral travel. And when I'm saying full degree of doing that, full degree, remembering who you are, they prevent you from tapping into your power centers fully. These seals create distortion, illusion, pain. They cause a scrambling of our energy centers, which are also the chakras. They scramble your connection to full divine source, God, unity, oneness, universe, whatever sacred title you give that being, but specifically your connection to that connects fully to oneness as well. Someone said, is that a J seal? That is a part of it. The J seals are a part of it. And there's other seals besides that. I'm going to talk about some of the seals and things like that tomorrow and Friday as well. And so when it comes to these, this scrambling, what ends up happening is you forget who you are. It's like you're in a state of illusion. We're already in a state of sleeping because this is not our full essence. This is a part of your soul's experience, and you are sleeping in this human experience. And then when you transition out of the human body back into the cosmos, heaven, different levels of consciousness, whatever title you have for where you go after you transition, you remember who you are. And this is our sleeping state, being human. But within that sleeping state, there's another sleeping state. And that sleeping state is caused by these seals and caused by when our consciousness fell. And these distortions cause distortion on many different levels. And so what we can do is we can activate, we can remove these seals, and we can purposely go in and activate the DNA so that we access gifts and we access our remembrance, and we dump and let go of what is meant to be let go of in that particular session of series of how many strands we're activating and what's being held in those strands as well. Someone said, could narcolepsy, sleeping disorder that makes you uncontrollably fall asleep at random could be caused by these seals? So the seals can cause all sorts of different things in our human experience. That could be one of the disorders. It could also be like IBS. It could also be other autoimmune things that are coming up for people. There are certain disorders or dis-ease that are programmed to be a part of these seals, these distortions as well. Can allergies possibly? Yeah. How do we know if the seals are gone? So for the seals, so what we do is I'm going to share an opportunity to join DNA Awakening Accelerator. That is something that I do. I've been trained to do it. I can remove these seals in our DNA where we activate and restructure 24 strands of DNA. So what we're doing today, tomorrow, and Friday is we're going to do healings. I'm going to share a little bit more about DNA and how we can prepare for something like this as well. I'm being got to talk about this seal first. So there is a seal that causes the distortion in connection to unconditional love. Who here knows someone, or this is you, that has a hard time loving themselves? I mean, fully loving themselves, like loving all of the good, bad, and indifferent parts of themselves. Like maybe it's hard to even like look in the mirror and say, I love you. Maybe you've never told yourself you loved yourself. Maybe it's hard to even say, I'm proud of you. Maybe it's hard to say you're like, I'm beautiful. Like these connections where it's like, I'm beautiful. I am so proud of myself. I am worthy. I am this, I am that. There's this connection, this seal that prevents this unconditional love. Because if you're, lots of yeses, right? If there's any degree of you that's saying, I can't, I'm not able to, I never can have, or I'm not worthy enough, I'm not good enough, I don't have this ability, there is something that's preventing you from recognizing the unconditional love that you have, because there's conditions that you're still putting upon yourself that determines how much love you're receiving and have the capability of receiving as well, and giving to yourself. And so they can show up not as, maybe it doesn't show up as like, I love myself, because maybe it's easy for you to say that, but it's hard for you to actually feel it. Or there's still this worthiness piece, or there's still this thing that's coming in from the past, or there's this inability to see and recognize your beauty, your worth, your pride. And I'm not talking about pride in like an egotistical way, but like you should be able to acknowledge that you're proud of yourself for the things that you have done, experienced, have gotten through, and so on and so forth. And so when it comes to working on ourselves, there's all these different layers of understanding love and giving ourselves love. And the way that you've loved yourself in the past may be more or less. And the goal is to keep growing, right? But sometimes we like get knocked down, we got to brush ourselves off, and then that's the growing experience. And the question is like, are you putting conditions on your love? Are you putting conditions on when you're allowing yourself to be happy? Are you putting conditions on, and these are not normal questions that I'm stating, like, are you putting conditions on like when you can give yourself permission to be at peace? So, and this is a common thing in our society. I'll be happy when I get that raise. I'll be happy when I get that car. I'll be happy when I get the house. I'll be happy when I have a child, or I'll be happy when my children are out of the house. I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when I have this new relationship. I'll be happy when I heal this. I'll be happy when I free myself from this. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be at peace. I'll be at peace. And so the thing is happiness, peace, joy, all of that is connected back to love. It's connected back to love. And there's this seal that scrambles your connection and your ability to have unconditional love and to love yourselves. I was just teaching our advanced level Akashic Record course earlier today, and there was something that came up about I'm afraid to look at things from the past because, and we can fill in the blank, but sometimes we're afraid to look at things from the past because there's shame or guilt, or there's fear that you may have done something wrong in a previous lifetime, or not on this timeline. And so we're still putting conditions on ourselves that's preventing that unconditional love to come through and to be embodied. Type in the chat box if you would love to love yourself unconditionally. Just type in love in the chat box, in the comments as well. And if you have a specific question, post it in the comments or the chat. And I can scroll back through. Lots of love, 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 sending love. Okay, perfect. And I said previously, I couldn't love myself fully. I've done a lot of work and can now say and feel and believe I love myself. I'm proud of myself and how far I've come. I did take Amy's DNA class last year, just saying. I love it. Okay. Perfect. Does imposter syndrome come as a result of the seal? Yeah, imposter syndrome can come from that, where it's like, yes, and imposter syndrome, like if we look at, to be an imposter means we don't feel worthy to be in that position. So we don't feel that that is who we truly are allowed to be or can become. Because oftentimes, if you're feeling like you have imposter syndrome, it's because you don't feel worthy enough to be in that position of, let's say, authority, or to be doing that thing, or to be experiencing that thing. And so it comes down to conditions that you have upon yourself. Is there something I can read about these seals? I don't have a book recommendation on that at all. No. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I want to do a prep healing. We'll do the healing, and then I'm going to share an opportunity with you if you want to join us in DNA Awakening Accelerator. And then there'll also be an opportunity to win a gift card as well for our raffle that we do at the end of this call. So if you are new to me, we will do this healing. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery. Please note that you do not have to see, feel, sense, or imagine anything. You can just know it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can hear it. You can taste it. You can smell it. What I'm trying to say is, not everybody sees things. Not everybody feels things. Not everybody can imagine things. The main thing is trust your senses are working with you. And that's how this works. The other thing is, I will speak light language. Light language is the cosmic language of your soul, similar to speaking in tongue. It will sound like a foreign language. I do this just because it helps to break out of trance. Give yourself permission also to make sure you drink a good amount of water and eat some good protein as well. So perfect. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. Close your eyes and bring your awareness into your heart space. So receive a breath. Exhale out. Feeling your awareness slip into your heart space. On the next inhale, breathe in love. On the next exhale, feel your grounding cord root into the earth. I want you to feel your grounding cord root down, down, down through all the layers of the earth. And as your grounding cord roots down, I want you to feel, sense, or imagine that your grounding cord is able to plug into a crystalline ball of energy in the center of the earth. You'll plug your grounding cord into a crystalline ball of energy. And then on the inhale, pull the energy up. And as you pull the energy up, you're going to pull Gaia's energy all the way up the grounding cord. It's going to surround you, her beautiful energy, beautiful crystalline energy. And it's going to support you and anchor you into this space, into your body. You are safe, you are safe, you are safe. And then I want you to feel the crown of your head stretch up towards the great I am. creation, God, universe, source, whatever sacred title you give that beautiful sacred frequency, you're going to plug into that energy, and it's going to start streaming beautiful, magnificent, crystalline codes into your body and being, preparing you for the journey today. And then what I want you to do is I want you to sense, feel, see, or imagine that there is a magnificent diamond in your heart space, and it is life size. It is huge. It's like a nice, big, gigantic size of a house. And the diamond may be chocolate, it may be white, it may be pink or yellow or blue. The diamond can be any color. And I want you to walk over to the diamond, and you're going to walk around the diamond while you brush your fingertips along the sides of it. And you can walk counterclockwise or clockwise around the diamond. It doesn't make a difference. It's whatever you're guided to do. And you're going to brush your fingers, and as you're brushing, you're going to start to activate this diamond. And it's going to start to illuminate. You're going to continue to walk and brush your fingers, walk and brush your fingers as you're walking across the diamond. The diamond starts to illuminate. And as it illuminates, it's going to start to send out light codes. These light codes are going to give this beautiful light diamond frequency. This light diamond frequency is going to start to penetrate into the mental body, into the mind. And what these beautiful diamond light codes are going to move like streaming lines of energy into the brain, into the mental body. And what it's doing is it is moving in and identifying different thoughts, different memories, different experiences, different exchanges that have caused a certain pattern or behavior. And you may hear, sense, see, feel, imagine, know what that behavior or pattern is. And it could be avoidance. It could be not having the ability to communicate your feelings. It could be gambling. It could be overspending. It could be hoarding. It could be emotional eating, or the lack of eating. Like there's all sorts of different patterns that it could be that it's identifying. And whatever the pattern is, it's going to identify it. And as it identifies itself to you, the diamond is going to illuminate fully, and it's going to crack open, and you're going to step into it. And when you step into it, it's going to close. And when it closes, it's going to activate all these different light codes, all these different light codes, all these different light codes that want to assist you in calling forward this pattern fully, to prepare you to activate your DNA and to assist in healing this pattern. And what the diamond's going to do, I'm going to speak some light language. The diamond's going to either show you a future possibility of what your life may look like without this pattern, or it may show you an experience that's attached to the pattern that's being healed. And you may sense this, feel this, see this, imagine it, know it. Allow that to come forward, either a future possibility or what's being released. Trakama, trakania, trukumu, trakama, trakana, 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 saku, 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 trasikunumu, trakania, trokonu, trakama, sharaku. Trosia. And then what's going to happen is the diamond is going to illuminate with fire. And that fire is going to start to transmute the pattern. And we're going to start to clear this across all space and time, portals and dimensions. And then your team may download or share a message with you. You may download it to receive outside of this, or you may receive the message in this space, or both. There'll be a moment of silence while you receive and or download. Korasinamu, trasikamu, trasanama, trakani, trokonu, trapipa, trapapapa, trasikanu, trapapa, trasinikanamaha. That diamond fire is going to transmute, and then it's going to turn into liquid, crystalline pool of water element, a liquid crystalline pool of water element. And so you're just kind of like floating in your heart space in this crystalline diamond pool. And then if you'd like, you can sip the water, or you can drink it, or you can pour it over your head. And then it's going to, you can even swim in it. And what's going to happen is it's going to go into the brain, into the mind, and clean, cleanse, clear, purify. Sani. You're going to have a spirit animal that comes and shares a message with you or downloads a message. Kurasina moha. And then I want you to take a nice deep breath in, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Exhale out. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Slowly blink your eyes open, taking your time coming back to... Taking your time coming back to... Let me know how you're feeling. How are you feeling? That was beautiful, wonderful. Similar to going into deep sleep. Yeah, that happened, Danny. Amazing. My neck pain I've had for weeks is gone. Yay, Stacy, that makes me so happy. Amazing, sleepy, feeling soft, grateful, very heavy at first, then lighter. A ferret appeared. Oh, that's fun. As a spirit animal, unexpected welcome visitor. I fell asleep. That's okay. You can re-listen to it. We'll have everything up on the replay page, but if you want to go and listen to it right away, it is on our YouTube channel. You can go to Amy Robeson YouTube channel, click on the live tab, and it will be the most recent live. And you can you can watch it right away if you want. Feeling calm, spirit animal was a humpback whale. Ooh, wow, such a beautiful experience with the dolphins and the eagles. Such a beautiful message. We will also have everything located on the replay page once it's all done processing. Chart, you're welcome. Thank you. I've definitely rewatched because I was distracted. That happens. I feel so much better, calmer, more in my heart space. Beautiful. I always needed more time doing each step and getting a message. Lion, spirit animal, message fierce and roaring loud. My animal, spirit animal was a raccoon, reminding me of my worthiness. Silver wolf mother spirit. Ooh, lovely. That was nice. I'm going to have to do it again because someone came in and distracted me. That's happened. This is life. It's life. Thank you. I had a mountain lion come in. Awesome. Owl came into my view. I was able to recognize the source from my longtime family anxiety. Interesting. Good. Me too. My daughter wanted to snuggle. Aw. I love it. Feeling like the spirit animal was spot on in regards to being an Akashic record practitioner. Oh, fun. That's really cool. Spirit animal was a horse. Awesome. So tomorrow, what we're going to do is we are going to do another healing. I'm going to talk about more of the seals today. I just talked about the unconditional love seal and just overall. If you're interested, this is not a requirement. You want to just do the prep work, the free healings this week. Perfect. Totally not a requirement. If you'd like to join us in the DNA Awakening Accelerator, please join us. It's one of my favorite experience courses that I teach. And what I mean by that is all you have to do is just show up and do the healings. And then we have a little bit of homework of doing some mantras. And so if you'd like to join us in the DNA Awakening Accelerator, what you'll get is the 24 strand of DNA activation and restructure. The restructure part is where we remove the seals. And we do this whole recalibration. When I got my DNA activated and restructured for the first time, it was so cool because I started remembering how to use sacred geometry. Nobody taught me these things. I just remembered how to use them and what ways to use them. And then I would have all these experiences connected to numbers, and my business blew up. Like I had like my first real big month ever in my business, and it was incredible to experience because I knew that my DNA was already starting to be activated because we do it throughout our lifetime. But this was like when I actually went and purposely got my DNA activated, things just felt different. And a lot of my students that take the DNA Awakening Accelerators, they'll just say, I don't know how to put it into words. I just feel different. I'm connected different. My intuition feels different. So if you're interested, you can join us. I personally activate my own DNA each time I teach this because I think that this is a really important part of our evolution. And every time I do it, I have a different experience with it. Sometimes I have a better understanding of who I am. Sometimes a gift comes in. Sometimes I heal something old that's in my family lineage. It just depends on what we're activating and what's going on at that time. And so I have a lot of repeat students that come back to do this again and again, because again, we have 13 trillion cells in our body. We can't activate them all at once because that would be irresponsible. And then we want to gradually integrate what we're receiving and doing. And so if you're interested, the DNA Awakening Accelerator is at 50% off going on right now. You will get your DNA activated and restructured 24 strands. You will get access to which the activation itself awakens spiritual gifts, heals. We also open up the upper chakras 8 through 12. You stream higher levels of consciousness. They shift you from 3D to 5D. And you get a really cool mantra that's specifically designed for that specific round. We also do an inner child DNA invocation where we invite the inner child along for the ride so that you can transcend this journey. So the DNA activation and restructure is 2 video lessons, plus we do a live call with the activation and restructure process. I do a lot of work behind the scenes before we start the live class, and I do a restructuring process, and then we hit the button on the live call. If you can't join the live, you can catch the replay, you get 100% of the benefit. The DNA invocation, there's 1 video lesson, 1 playful healing. Then you also get access to the crystalline soul blueprint activation and attunement. This is where we are going to clear out trauma from your sexual center, which is your sacral. And we are going to remove previous lifetime trauma in that center. We're going to do a major, powerful womb healing, clearing. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, we're just clearing out the sexual reproductive system because we want to clear it out so you can, one, be attuned to the crystalline soul blueprint, anchor the sacred feminine codes of magic. So you have a deeper relationship with the crystalline energy, your femininity. So the sacred feminine, which is the creativity, the intuition, the magic, the ability to open up, have flow, have abundance, prosperity, things like that. And so that has 3 video lessons, 1 activation. We do an Earth Star chakra grounding. That's 1 video lesson, 1 healing as well. And then we do a light spectrum attunement. That's 2 video lessons and 1 attunement. Those are all bonuses. The main thing is we're doing 24 strands of DNA activation and restructure. And this is where we remove the seals and hold the seals. The light spectrum attunement is you get attuned to the full spectrum of light. Anchor it into the core of your Sushumna, your central love column. This is going to expand your energy field, expand your frequency, increase and tune into your true soul power in a humble way. So it's not about ego or anything like that. It's like accessing your soul power and like really owning it. And then we anchor the crystalline soul blueprint into the bodies and into the energy field. If you're interested in this, we are going to do 1 live call. With all the bonuses, you get the activations, healings, things like that. There's also a fast acting bonus, which is activate your activate your truth activation. This activation will connect you to the core of your being, activate the truth of who you are so that you can release fears and doubts that are being held and step boldly into your truth, feel the freedom and confidence from embodying your authentic self. You get that bonus. That bonus ends in 5 days. So if you're interested in this, it is typically the retail value of the program is $999. If you want to pay in full, it's $499, or we have payment plans as low as $99. We also have Karna and Afterpay as well, if that's something that you're interested in doing. I have restructured probably well over 1,000 people's DNA. Like, it's been really cool and fun to be able to do. If you are a Sacred Awakening student, you get a discount. If you are a returning student that has taken the DNA course, you also get a discount. If you're interested in joining us, you can go to theamyrobeson.com/DNA Awakening Accelerator, or you can go to theamyrobeson.com/courses. So if you're interested, one, check for in the DNA course for the refresher option. If you are a Sacred Awakening student, we will post something in the Sacred Awakening group really quickly. We'll also email you that as well. And then if you are a new student, once you still get the discount. We have 50% off. We just have different things for different avenues, because I want people to do this over and over. It's like so fun and different. So if you're interested, sign up. If you have questions, message me, DM me, email support, or email me directly. I'm happy to talk to you if you have any questions. And then I'm going to do a raffle. So I want to activate my DNA because, so answer this question. I want to activate my DNA because, and then write what it is. If you'd like to do this, I'm going to give away $50 gift cards. If you are a DNA, the gift cards are good for the DNA Awakening Accelerator as a returning student or a new student. So you can use it. It's $50. I want to activate my DNA because, and then you just post in there, and then I'll pick a few winners today that can receive these gift cards. To receive the gift card, if I call your name, you're going to email support to claim the $50 gift card, and it's support@theamyrobeson.com, support@theamyrobeson.com. Again, we have payment plans as low as $99. That's for 6 months. Or you can do a pay in full, or you can do other things as well. Lots of good answers. I'm going to pick 3 winners on Zoom today. And then you have chances to win tomorrow. And then I'll also pick some winners on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm going to do YouTube first. Gypsy Sky and Caravan, congratulations, you're one of our $50 gift card winners. Just email support to claim it, and it's $50 off the DNA restructure. That's thank you. Thank you, Rosalind. Cheryl Vanderzart. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at reading names sometimes. Congratulations, you're a $50 winner. And then let me do this. Danny on Zoom, congratulations, you're one of the winners. Danny, what's your last? Danny with a Y. I lost your Danny with a Y. And then Duckworth, Danny Duckworth. Congratulations. And then Imelda Nuno. Imelda. And I'll pick one more winner. Yolanda. Okay, so those are our winners. Cheryl Bender Art, Gypsy Skies Caravan, Danny Duckworth, Imelda Nuno, and Yolanda. Congratulations. We'll do some more winners tomorrow. These are $50 off the DNA Awakening Accelerator. You can, it doesn't matter if you're a returning student, returning student, a Sacred Awakening student, or a new student, you can use it towards the course. So awesome. Congratulations, everyone. You can also enter to win on our replay page. I will pick some replay winners as well and announce those on Monday. Take advantage of the 50% early bird discount. It ends on what date does it end? November 6th. The discount ends November 6th. So I would sign up beforehand, because when you sign up, we start energetically working together on it. So like, I wouldn't wait. If you know you wanted to hop in, because we'll start working on it together. So awesome, friends. I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. You can watch this on Zoom. You can do YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you sign up so you can claim your prizes. And I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about seals. We'll go deeper in the process. And I look forward to talking to you. Bye.